Day number 2 of Boulder Boulder. Look, I got a king palm tree. There's queen palm tree, king palm tree, all kinds of different palm trees. Anyways, day 2 of getting ready for Boulder Boulder. Just adding miles in, trying to do 5 miles a day, then 6 miles a day. This is my commute back to home from the gym. And it's like eat healthy, be healthy, sleep well, live well. Things you gotta constantly remind yourself of. You have to have an event you are doing. That is the easiest way to train. If you really want to lose weight, do a bodybuilding competition. Like if your whole life you wanted to be as fit as possible, sign up for a bodybuilding competition and go on stage. Anyways, last night I went to bed around 2:08, I think. No, it was 2:08, and I drank water. I was 210 when I went to bed. 210 pounds. I need to get down to a solid 175. 175 is what I want to weigh for Boulder Boulder 10K. Maybe 170. I'll go 170, 175. 170. I'm about 5'10", but I'm getting shorter as I get older. But I would like to place in my, man, forget the age category. I want to place amongst everybody. Whew. Letting yourself go when it comes to losing weight, it's like spending money. It's real easy to do, right? If you're a saver and you've been saving money, once the floodgates open to spend money, it's hard to close those gates back up. Same thing with running and exercising. Once the floodgate opens to gain weight, it's hard to close those floodgates. All right, so getting ready for Boulder Boulder. I think if I had to pick out of all the events that I am most qualified to be world class at, I would like to say squats, but too many people are taking steroids, so I can't compete in that world. I mean, the girls on steroids can deadlift and squat more than a strong guy. All right, remember that. So I might have to pick running, at least on the local level and the national level. People really aren't getting busted for doing steroids. So I'm going to do the 10K Boulder Boulder. This is day number 2 of preparing for the 10K Boulder Boulder. We have about 350 something days, 46 days till Boulder Boulder. But I'm a natural good runner. I'm naturally a good runner. First I was a runner, and then I started lifting weights. Like powerlifting and weightlifting, they're good sports, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to running and to sprinting, especially minor, like mid-endurance sports, like 10Ks, 5Ks, 15Ks, whatever, powerlifting is just not going to work. So I'm not powerlifting right now, which sucks because I have a 150-pound dumbbell, 130, a 125. I can still use the 115, but I have these heavy-ass dumbbells that I'm not going to be using because for this year, I will be 43 when I do Boulder Boulder. I want to do good numbers. I want to see how fast I can actually do a 10K if I put my entire training thought and everything into a 10K. So a little something about me. If you made it this far into the video, message me. I love communicating to people, love talking to people. But look, one thing that I did wrong when it came to my training is that I did too much. I would do an Ironman and then I would try to deadlift, max out. Like A very good example is when I raced my brothers. I had a 10K race for my brothers when I was married back in 2014. No, I'm sorry, 20. Man, when was I married? Yeah, 2014. When I was married in 2014, one of the things where I messed up was I was also trying to see how much I could power lift, how much I could deadlift. And that is just not the combination. If you're gonna be a sprinter, be a sprinter. If you're gonna be a runner, be a runner. Okay, you don't have to mix everything. In fact, you shouldn't mix everything, because if you mix everything, it takes away. The world's best marathon runner will never be the world's strongest man. You can't mix things, right? There's only so much time into a day, and when you spread yourself out thin, you're taking time away from the activity that you want to be world class at. You understand that? Every single activity you do takes time away from the activity you want to excel at. So let's say you want to be the world's greatest chess player, but you enjoy playing checkers, Monopoly, Scrabble. You enjoy playing these other games. If that's the case, every time you play Scrabble, Monopoly, or checkers, you're taking away time from learning chess. So when it comes to being world class, you have to stop spreading yourself out thin, and you just can't do everything. Take Michael Jordan, for example. Michael Jordan, he was the world's greatest basketball player, and then he went over to baseball, and he sucked at baseball. He didn't even make major leagues in baseball, okay? Now, this is the world's greatest basketball player, and he can't make Major League Baseball because he sucks. Now, the reason why he sucks is because he spent his entire life getting ready to play basketball. So he didn't have the time to learn baseball. You need time. And then he went back to basketball, and then he became the world's greatest basketball player again. Okay, but baseball was nowhere there. Same with golf. Michael Jordan tried to be a great golf player, and he just couldn't become pro. He can't be, even though he's so good at basketball, it doesn't transfer over. Now, you know where it does transfer over? The halo effect works very well when it comes to advertising. So Michael Jordan is great at basketball, and he can sell everything. He can sell cologne, he can sell underwear, he can sell so many items and so many merchandise that's not even related to basketball because of the halo effect. But we don't need to talk about that. But what we're talking about is spreading yourself out thin. You get better at what you do. You remember that. Always remember that. You get better at what you do. Okay? So, look at boxers, okay? Look at boxers. Boxers can jump rope very well. But compared to a world-class jump rope artist, they suck. But compared to like a normal person, boxers jump rope great. But compared to world-class jump roping, they suck. They suck bad. If you take any world-class athlete and you pick the sport and you choose the sport that they are doing, okay, and you look at the sport that they are doing, especially now, it's impossible to transfer over. Bo Jackson did it in the 80s, right? Baseball and football. But he wasn't the Michael Jordan of baseball or football. Bo Jackson was not the Michael Jordan of football or the Michael Jordan of baseball. Okay? Bo Jackson was just Bo Jackson. He was a great athlete, but he wasn't the best at it like Michael Jordan. If you want to be the Michael Jordan of something, you have to only do that sport, that activity, and you have to focus at it. You have to focus. You have to put all your focus into it. Anyways, remember that. Don't spread yourself out thin, especially when money is involved. Okay? People have too many hobbies. That's a big problem in life. Just people have too many hobbies. Focus on your work, focus on what pays the bill, and become world class at that. Love you guys.